Hello. Oh, just gotta get this set up real quick. Hey, what's up? What's up? It's all good. Just I guess I can explain real quick what I'm working on. Before, the stream starts. This is an interlude. That's gonna go before this song. And it's pretty cool. Actually, one of my favorite thing that I'm working on right now. Hey, here I can show you why I'm excited. I have Dalun vocals on this song. So I'll just play it. These are like she just recorded these, so the goal for today is to like process them and make them cleaner and stuff. But here's what it sounds like. Oh, whoops. Yeah, and then it kind of goes into the actual song. think I want to put some space in between that key change because it's kind of jarring. It's kind of like I don't know. Maybe the some of the notes from the before the key change have a little bit of reverb, so I think it bleeds into the key change and it makes it sound a little messy. So I think I'm gonna go in and either create some space or make sure it's a cleaner key switch. But I definitely want that key change. Yeah, maybe a little bit of like space in there before it changes. But yeah. Definitely a callback to the white noise Technicolor interlude. Because I started with just the instrumental of this interlude because I was like, this I really love this chord progression. It's very nice. I love it, but I like wanted it to extend. And Dahlin sent over these vocals, and I was like, wow, I this is like this is really nice. She went crazy on this. So the goal of today is to get these cleaned up and get this interlude finished. Um, yeah, how have you guys been? It's been a minute, huh? I've been like, I don't know, just so much personal stuff, and it honestly felt kind of nice to take a mini break from like music every day because it allowed me to come back, listen to the album stuff, and actually like piece together what I like, what I don't like, like listening to it with like fresh ears, like they say. So, um, album progress. I think the past, you know, almost year has been super plateauing. I felt like I was it was hard for me to finish the songs I already had, and so I kept like making new stuff, and I didn't like that, and I kept, it was like an infinite cycle. But I took the time to go through every song. I really am happy with where it's at. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 songs. Uh, maybe 16. Nah, 15 comfortably. If I end up working on another one, 16, but 15 comfortably. Um, I'm waiting on vocals from Mahaji. I'm waiting on vocals from Dalun, and I'm waiting on a second verse from Horror Goggles, aka Benji Gabriel, um, who was on my last album. And the verse is already written. He just needs to record it, so that'll be done. Mahaji, I haven't heard back from, but he said he's been working on it, so I hope that works out. Um, so those three. Oh, also Dom. If you guys know Dom, Dahm, rapper, very talented. Also will be on the album, but that one's like been done for a long time, and I feel bad because the song has been done, and like it has not released in like a couple years. Um, and I keep having to DM Dom and be like, I'm sorry, the album's like not done yet. But here's Dom's song. I think I've already you heard 9 songs so far. Yeah, you've heard Future Tense, Running Out of Time, which both songs are gonna have an album version. I think it's just they're old now, and there are things that I always think back like, oh, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, and I'm like, oh, I could just do that. You guys heard Springtime. I know Natser like Springtime. Still trying to figure that one out a little bit, but it's still kind of just like an intro song. Flower Bomb, that's the one that I'm playing right now, including the interlude. What You Think, it's classic right there. Second verse is already recorded. I'm happy with it, but I had to actually outsource like a mixing engineer because it was just like too difficult for me. I couldn't figure it out. So, somebody that went to school for engineering has a better chance than I do for sure. Um, I think that's as far as I've played. Maybe Turnback's already on SoundCloud. That one will be on the album, but probably also a slightly different version. here's some. It's called Summertime on the project file, but I'll probably change it because we already have like, yeah, springtime, wintertime. I don't want to do that. But here's the one with Dom.
I've been right as rain. I've been writing things, trying to stay head above water on the brighter days. I'ma find a way and figure it out. I wanna know what life is really about. You took a different way down from the tip of the mouth. Thought I switching the route. Swear I swerve, hit the shift and I'm out. And neither with or without, I know the opposite is better than. But fuck it though, I'm always in my element. I know experience is relative. I'm relatively gifted. Ask my mama, she won't tell you any different. I'm pretty narcissistic. They told me get in line, take a ticket, but my patience only thinning. I'm tripping. Wait a minute. Deep breath in and let it all come out. Life goes so fast and then it slows back down. It be like that until it don't. Wow, we going for a while, so smile. So smile. Yeah. It be like that until it don't. Wow, I'll be gone for a while, so the answer was the snake so close it could've bit me. Oh, I don't want the shoes, they couldn't fit me. Love me, then forget me. Think I'm 25, going 50. Reminiscing, missing, bending corners. Pedal on the 6-speed, dreaming. Now I'm on the 6 deep scheming. They couldn't see eye to eye, now they focused on getting even. I just say au revoir, cause Occupy is not complete. To watch the sunset, breathing all the colors of the evening. Bested by my cellular reception, so I'm sorry, but you'll have to leave a message or maybe text it. Come say what's up sometime, and finally some genuine connection. Barking up the wrong tree, the palm leaves catch a fine breeze. Come please, take a while to sleep, maybe find peace. I'll be posted while you're busy with that. It wasn't really that different a path.
That one's pretty much done. Now that I'm listening back on this, I want to change the bass a little bit, but yeah. Are you giving me out of 10 ratings? Chill out, man. That's okay, that's okay. This is all a work in progress. And it's nice that you know, I'm able to stream this because I think of the past albums, it was like I was just everything was just kind of whatever I thought it was. So it's cool to get some outside inputs. No, you guys are totally allowed to rate it, of course, of course. Okay, so let's get into this vocal processing. So there are, I believe, these three go together, these go together, and then the rest are harmonies. These are harmonies. So let's take a listen to just these three. This starts by itself and then blends together here. Oh, you know what? Let me play some keys in the back so it's not totally empty. Do this. So there's a bit of you know, a little bit of dissonance, and that's, you know, completely natural when you're recording vocals. I know, let me see. I don't think you'll be able to see Melodyne. Let me see if I can add it real quick as a little stream thing. It'd be helpful. So what I use is like a pitch correction software that lets me like modulate individual notes, which is nice. Am I gonna be able to stream it? Maybe not. Okay, great. I guess I could stream my whole desktop, but I don't know. I got some personal stuff on here. I got some emails and addresses. Don't want to share that. That's okay. You're just gonna have to trust me on this. All right. Let me resize the Ableton real quick for you guys. What matters is you can hear it. That's the most important thing. And also you'll hear like listen. You can hear that, right? So what I like to do when handling these notes, I'll put it here. I'm working on this one right here. You can see right away off of the just like the audio waves, there's a little part in the beginning that's a little click, like she's clicking her mouse. So we want to get rid of that, obviously. So we're gonna get rid of some of that sound, and we're gonna center all of these notes so that everything lines up pretty evenly. And then when we play it alongside the first one, which by the way, before I started streaming, I already finished pitch correcting this top one. So it's just these two now. Together they sound like this. Oops. There's a little bit of weird dissonance right here. Yeah, so it's this note, which is an A sharp. Remember that for me, A sharp, so I don't have to go back. A sharp, and then... So what happens here is they're both playing an A sharp. One goes to a G sharp, but there's a bit of a like a bend. So what I sometimes will do is I want to cut off a little bit of that bend. Sometimes it's nice, and altogether with all the other notes it's nice. But because it's two A sharps and one of them is bending down, obviously it's going to create some weird dissonance. So we kind of have to trust the process a little bit. Okay, so next one. This is the, honestly, like, this is my favorite part of working on music, but streaming wise can be very boring visually, so you just bear with me here. We're gonna go ahead and record her vocals into melodic right now, number 3. Go ahead and play the piano as well. That's it for that one. Pretty I think it's really nice, and this on paper this doesn't sound that great, but having her do like taking breaths and having like you can see in the middle of these there's like gaps, you know, obviously where she has to breathe and figure out what she's gonna sing next or something. It's nice because it's not just like a choir, it's more like it's layered and it creates texture, which I really really like. um you know, because I don't want it to sound super robotic. I actually have um a layer right here that's like a MIDI choir. Just as like a layer, right, to add some depth. And that sounds cool and all, but it's nice to have these humanized kind of error, maybe not errors, but you know, things to make it feel more human. Um which I honestly didn't do a lot of in like early albums, like white noise and stuff. Everything was very MIDI computer generated, except for, you know, guitar and stuff. Okay, So let's see what she has here. We'll get rid of some of the empty space. Right here, she dips and does a little grace note. It goes from a semitone down back into the note. That could create some nice harmonies given the rest of the harmony or the rest of the vocals like line up with that. So let's play them all together so far. I think I have 3 of them now. Oh, sorry. Let me play it with the keys again. I'll do this one as well. So far so good. If I pan everything, it's gonna sound a little bit more like. Right now we have like a room with a bunch of boxes, and given if you like mix it correctly, you're like organizing it. You're putting things in the shelf, storing it in a closet. You know, then you have an open floor space. That's what you want. So if I pan it a little bit, it's kind of like making some room in the middle of the space. But I'll get to that a little bit later. I don't want to mix too much right now while I'm just doing pitch correction. Is the arrangement of the album that Flower Bomb is of the... Oh my god, reading this is so difficult. Is one of the first tracks on the album, because in White Noise you have the interlude, then the actual song very early within the album. I actually don't know. That's a good question. I felt like Flower Bomb itself is like a late album song. Especially this outro. I'll play it right now. I'll lower the volume a little bit. I just like it. It's simple, but it's like it's like a curtsy. It's like thank you for listening kind of vibe. There is an outro to the album, but you know, having this towards the end that did make sense. But then when we started the interlude, I was like, this could easily also be an intro to the album. So I'm not sure yet. That's a great question. What do you guys think having Flower Bomb be the second song of the album? Basically like the first real song that people are gonna listen to. I think it might be too high energy, but I don't know. I'm still kind of figuring it out. Flower Bomb seems like a ninth track song. No, that totally makes sense. Like not the very end, but still kind of like, you know, like still very dominant in the album. What you think definitely is early. I agree with that one too. Do you want to make this your longest album yet, or does length not matter to you? I don't think it matters. I just want to have like I want it to feel like if people were to buy a vinyl or even download the album or play it all the way through. I want it to feel like they're getting a lot of content, there's like, especially because I haven't released in a long time. Silver Lining was like 2021, so I want it to feel like um I'm not just like dropping crumbs. I want it to feel like a full length album. I don't want it to be too long, you gotta sort of grab the attention a little bit, but yeah, totally want it to be like a decent length of time, like 30 minutes or so. Um, but oh shoot, what was I gonna say? I totally blanked out. How do you combat dealing with creating songs that you like? You want to that you want to add to the album all the time. At this point, my album is probably around 20 songs. I don't know, it's your album, but for me, I'd like to. I don't want it to be too long because you have to think about how you listen to albums, right? When I'm going through albums that I like, I don't want it to be like a 30-track album because then there's gonna be songs in there that I don't like. I want the album to feel like a project that top to bottom I really enjoy. So if you have more songs, there's a lot more room for people to, dislike certain songs, have certain favorites. If you're doing like 2 minute songs, 20 minutes or 20 songs at 2 minutes each, that's a long album. But if they're like a minute each, then I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't even call it an album. I'd call it like a beat tape or something. That's kind of what happened with Aerodynamic. It was just a lot of beats that I really liked, but I didn't want to release an album. Just depends. And just from what I've heard, an album is qualified by having, I believe, 10 songs or 30 minutes. Those are the two minimums. And I think this album is going to be around 30, hopefully, like 28, 29. So, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it does. It really sometimes doesn't even matter. I there are some times where I'll be on like a road trip or just a long drive, and instead of playing a playlist, sometimes I just want to listen to an album top to bottom and just like really think about like what the artist wanted me to listen to, like as a whole project rather than individual songs. And if it's too short, sometimes it's really hard for me to like feel like this is an album that I'll like hang up on my wall. It's just sometimes it's just an EP or whatever. It really just depends on your preference. I'd split some of the songs for future releases, like singles or EPs, even. That's also something that I've had in mind for this album. I would want to do like a deluxe edition sometimes because there are songs that I feel like maybe they don't make the cut as like the face of the album, but I still want to throw them in for later. I feel like IMO, you should just make an album how you want to make it. It should be as natural as possible. You should try to set goals on top of yourself from old albums. That is always great advice. Absolutely. Okay, let me get to this fourth harmony here. I'm gonna go ahead and play it and record it into Melodyne, and we will see how we can fix it. Nice. This is honestly one of the most important channels of harmony because it's the one where she holds a lot of like either root notes or harm notes, but like having something consistently held out like that creates the chords itself for when she's doing like riffs and stuff on the other um in the other channels. This is like what she's creating chords with, basically. Stop saying, oh, is it? I can move. Oh, what the? Why is the chat so huge? That's my bad. That's funny though. Okay, thank you for bringing that up. Good point. Also, that is great observation. That's actually exactly what it is. It's the 100th beat that I made. I used to number my files. I don't recommend it. I don't. It's really hard to be like, oh god, was it 24? Was it 36? Like, it's difficult. That's a yeah, great catch. It was the 100th beat. 100th beat. under Kudasai because I had made a bunch of stuff like way before as well. I started numbering it as soon as I started like the new alias. Also, there's a fire truck driving by. I'm sorry if you can hear it. Let me mute myself. I know. I live really close to a fire station, so that is like something I have to deal with every day. But it's one of those things now where it's kind of calming, especially when I'm trying to sleep. If I hear it, it's like, ah, there's people outside and I'm not alone in the world. So I don't know if that's weird, but anyways, let's listen to this again. So that note is very it's kind of wiggly, because she's singing. That's just what happens. But because these are like the reference notes almost, I'm gonna go ahead and modulate them to feel a little bit more flat. Okay, that part we don't want to clip though. So we're just gonna modulate the parts that are like held out the longest. And after this, we can move on to the next one because this is a very simple cleanup. Cool. So all together, with the 4 that we fixed, I'm sorry, there's another. There's another one. I think that's the ambulance this time. Do sirens sound different for you guys, like in different states? Sometimes I've heard that there's different ones. What's up, Sonar Star? Add more decay. No, I'm not going to add any effects until pitch correction is done because what Melodyne does, and is also very annoying, is it's basically recording these channels first, and then I'm able to, modulate the notes individually. And then what I like to do is freeze the channels and then add effects later. So in case I need to, you know, fix the pitch correction, I could just go back in and manually do it, and it doesn't change anything. Um, it's weird, but anyways, here are the 4 harmonies so far. Let me go ahead and play these guys with it. Sonar Star, this is an interlude that I'm working on. Hold on, Notzer. I just said I haven't done any effects yet. I'm just doing pitch correction. Hold on. All right, here it is. Oops. Cool. That sounds a lot cleaner. Okay, I'm telling you guys, and this is like a really solid chance. September. That is really looking like the album drop. Um, I have. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have like 11 tracks like done. Like they're good. Um, so I just want to clean up the rest, get everything going, get all the masters ready. Hopefully upload by August. Um, and next weekend, I'm actually driving up to NorCal to meet with the guy that runs Very Tired, Very Sick. Like, super talented guy. He's also Hero Dog online. Um, Basically, again, to work on like visuals, film some stuff, take some cool pictures, whatever, all the stuff that we need to like do the social media, website stuff that is not music. And then get merch ready. Merch will be cool. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, just so you know, um, merch for the hoodies will not be as high quality as the silver lining hoodies. Like they'll still be high quality, but the silver lining hoodies were very, very expensive to make. And this time around just don't have, the means to do that. But I'm still gonna try to source like really high quality ones. Better than the better than the mirror image ones, not as high as the silver lining ones. I just want to be transparent with you guys because those are like really expensive to make. The shirts will be the same though. Vinyls, still figuring that out, but we have a good distributor that's not crates, so yeah. Hey man, yeah, 3 months because it isn't anything compared to the 3 years that it's been. But like I said, I just want to make sure that this like album is something that I'm very proud of, and so far, I feel very proud of this. So I'm excited. Okay, Channel 5. Let's see. Go ahead and loop this in. All right, sounds like we got a lot of root notes in here, which is great. So let's clean it up. Let's get rid of all the some of the breaths. Some of them are fine because we want it to sound human. You need to breathe in between some notes, but we go ahead and center everything. It looks like everything's centered pretty naturally. Let's hear it. Cool. Very simple, very plain. Reminds me of your mother singing you to sleep when you were a child. So weird. But no, I'm not gonna say that's what we're going for. That's not at all what we're going for. That's just alright, let's just listen to it with everything again. Whoops. Yeah, also after this I'm gonna work on a horror goggles song, so that'll be fun. It's something I played before as well, but just want to clean it up before he sends the next verse. Okay, here's what we have. All right, I'm gonna speed up a little bit. Let's get all these done real quick so we can start mixing. Cool. Also, side note, I don't know if I could like announce this yet, but I'm going on a small tour, and I'm going to China. So if anyone's in Shanghai area, come through. Yeah. I actually have been wanting to go to Canada for a while. What part are you from? Because I think I have a couple friends in Toronto that I've been wanting to visit as well. Okay, yeah, let me explain the China thing real quick. So, oh, you're from Toronto? That's cool. Um, I you know, you guys know Elijah who Elijah used to live in I don't know, like this isn't doxing, but he used to live in China and wanted to go back. And so he was saying that it'd be a cool opportunity to just like play a few shows and make a little trip out of it. And then he invited me, so the two of us are playing like four, maybe five shows in Shanghai, and that's in the end of August, which I'm now realizing is when I should be done with the album. So now I think I have to be done with the album before I leave, which I think is doable. All right, let me fix this one. All right, let's get all this out of the way so we can get to the fun stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead and center every channel, and then when we play it back, hopefully there aren't any dissonant notes, but if there are, then we'll be able to spot it. Some people talking in the background. Okay, let's go ahead and close that up. I realize she does a interesting. Okay, we have to fix this a little bit. There we go. Cool. Bear with me on this. I promise this will have a cool payoff as soon as I clean this all up. All right, two more, and they're really short. Easy. Okay. Right. Last one. Okay, cool. Thank you for waiting for me to finish and kind of sitting in silence a little bit. So let me make sure this is the right note. don't want that to pitch up at the end, so we're gonna go ahead and fix that tail end. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. All together. Let's hear it. All right, told you it had a payoff. Cool. Okay. That sounds great. And also, I agree. Human imperfections make it human, but if it's a wrong note, it's a wrong note. So we got to make sure it's a little cleaned up. What do you think of naming this angelic little jam? The project file name is Flower Bomb, which I mean, I think I got it from the song Lotus Flower. I think I was really into the song Lotus Flower Bomb by Wale, and it's from like when I was in middle school. It's kind of an old song. It has nothing to do with this song. I think I just liked the word, but I'll probably change it. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so what I like to do once I have these harmonies, which, by the way, I'm gonna test something out real quick. I'm turning on my air conditioner. Let me know if it's too loud, okay? But it's like so hot right now. Okay, is that audible? I hope not. So what I like to do is I like to pair the channels that are similar. So we have this. Obviously, this is it has its own lead right here in the middle, so we're gonna leave it centered. These two are very similar, so we're gonna do one to the left, which you can. I'm doing. I don't know if you can see it. I'm doing it over here. We'll do like 20. One to the right. And as the layers stack, they'll go further and further to the left and right. This part is similar, like these two are similar, but this one has a little part in the middle. So we're going to keep that centered, but once this splits, we're going to put this to the left, which with automation, do like 25. Okay, 27, sure. This to the right, 26, whatever, doesn't matter. This one is similar to this, is similar to this. So we're going to keep those centered together, but on opposite ends. So we're going to do 9 to the right. And then we'll blend this to go 27. We'll go to 27 as well. And this is like, you know, kind of just eyeballing based off normal like technique. Once we listen through and see what, you know, might fit on what end, we'll correct it. These two are not very similar, but this is similar to this one. So I'll go to the right. I'll kind of leave it a little bit how it is, and maybe we'll correct it later. This one is to the left. This one is to the right, this one's to the left. But because these are smaller harmonies, I'm gonna go further to like 30. Okay. And then, just so we can hear it, I'm gonna group all these together. Grouping is basically like whatever I put on this channel affects all of the channels in it. Um, so, and listen, this is not. It's entirely possible that I'm using Ableton wrong, or like that like professionals might do something a little differently, but this is just what I'm used to. So take my advice with a grain of salt. I'm putting on some reverb on the group just so you can hear it with a little reverb. I'll kind of clean it up a little bit better. Typically, producers will use send channels like this, and you absolutely should. But I get so caught up in like I like different reverbs that sometimes I just forget to use it. So right now we're just gonna throw it in the group, and all together sounds like this. All right, I think we got ourselves an interlude. Pretty cool so far. I also have this section, this which is, um, this is my own vocals, but it's pitched up by 2 because I recorded this during the key change later in the song. Um, it might be a little messy, so we're just gonna play it and hope it works. Okay, there's a part where she does da 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 da. I wanna. Oh no, da 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 da. I wanna like get that on strings as well. Fine. All right, where was it? There it is. I want to bring that out a little bit. Also gonna throw on a bit of EQing now that we're done with the pitch correction. Let's just do cut out the lows. Be better. Sorry, it sounds really ugly right now. There we go. That was easier than I thought it was gonna be. All right, I'm going to put a pause on this for a second, and we're gonna move on to another song real quick. I have an issue with this song crashing my Ableton, so I'm gonna give it a couple tries, and if it crashes, just ignore it. I'm just gonna keep talking. What do you guys? Oh, Oslo promo. Only Beat Battle winners can promo, so that's fine. That's a new rule I just made up. Oh, I've got a funny story. And this is totally still up in the air. Don't know how like how certain this is gonna be, but you know, there are often times when me, the Discord, sometimes my producer friends will kind of be like, you know, uncomfortable with like lo-fi girl stuff. Um and not that the channel itself is bad. Like they definitely back in the day, back in the chilled cow days, helped me get some promotion that I could not have done by myself, which is great. Um and sometimes we'll say like right now, lo-fi is different, very different than what it used to be, and the new lo-fi girl stuff maybe wouldn't even consider that like lo-fi. It's kind of own thing. Yeah, it definitely changed lo-fi. Some might argue not in the best way, but it's very popular, so whatever. Um but me and a bunch of other producers from back before lo-fi was this new sound. I'm not gonna. Okay, hold on. Before I say anything about it, let me finish the story because I actually got hit up by Lo-Fi Girl to do. Oh, can I say this? I hope I didn't sign an NDA. I don't know. I got asked to do an old like 2016, 2017 style compilation album. And I was very indifferent at first. I was very like, it's kind of like ironic almost because that's kind of the channel, not the that's kind of the sound that channel kind of overshadowed that sound. And I'm not going to say ruined, but definitely changed the direction of lo-fi in a way that harmed a lot of early artists. uh but the roster that was presented to me was like genuinely like a lot of producers that I used to listen to that inspired me, and also like I think are real lo-fi producers. So we'll see if they really pull through with that. Very interesting though. I wasn't really expecting that. They do a lot of compilation albums. I know they did a Asian album, Asian lo-fi, and I was a little confused by that because I thought it was for AAPI month, which, absolutely celebrate that, absolutely. But it was not the month of AAPI, it was a different month. And also, it wasn't like exclusive to Asian producers. It wasn't really to show off Asian producers. It was to use Asian inspired sounds, which is I don't know, I felt a little weird by that, but because I don't know, they're just using like okay, I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm not picking a team here, but it is weird that producers are just downloading like Asian instruments, quote unquote, like like I don't know, and then just making lo-fi beats at like isn't that like and it's not every producer doing that is Asian. Like there were some like, white guys doing it. And I'm like, isn't that kind of ironic? Like I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to pick a stance here, especially because I just got that offer. But yeah, totally interesting. Yeah, yeah, right. Honestly, no shade to any of the they're doing what they do. They're making music, but like if you're gonna do an Asian lo-fi, that's such a weird combination of words. But I don't know. I thought it would be Asian artists. I thought it would be for AAPI. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Not entirely sure. But anyways, here I am making whatever this is. So this is a song I've played before with horror goggles. Let me turn off my. I recorded some stuff myself just to show him what I kind of was looking for, but I kind of want to clean up this beat a little bit because it's a little muddy. But here it is. Oh, is there? Oh, whoops.
Feeling this so many times and now I don't want to. I don't have my life figured out and I don't know what I want. Sure, my life's alright, but why decide to just settle? I don't even know who I am and I don't know who I wanna be. Yeah, I would love to know.
Well, yeah, this is kind of where I need to work, but yeah, this is the area that needs a second verse. This bridge section I need to clean up. It's a little muddy, so I'm gonna try to clean it up right now. Ultimate skateboarding tune. That's really cool. I actually really like that. And also, don't worry, I will make you a lo-fi trap album just for you. All right, let me get this. Oh, there's a synth here I needed to fix. I want to isolate this at some point because the dissonance I talk about this like all the time, I think. But the dissonance in this chord, because the notes in this chord have like a little bit of reverb and they carry over. I don't know, it just has a nice little. It's like tingly in the ears. If I isolate this chord, oops. With this, oops, sorry. I'm such a big fan of like sliding synths. I've been doing it. Honestly, I've been doing it since falling, like since forever. But I think having it this bright sounding is like definitely a newer sound. I might have touched it a little bit on better days, um, but not not so much. Not so much. Yeah, I'm totally joking. I'm not making a lo-fi. Man, I don't make lo-fi trap. Let's see. Okay, so if I'm gonna play the bridge by itself. I'm gonna make this. This is the chorus sound, so I'm gonna go ahead and lower this one. Oh, actually, that's the one that I wanted, not this one. It's a little uneven. I'll fix that in a bit. Actually, I think I fixed it already. Whatever. I'll fix it in a bit. Okay, that sounds cleaner. In my opinion, it's a little cleaner in the bridge. Some weird mixing things. Once I get the second verse, though, this song will be done. Feel good about that one. Let me see what else I have. I haven't touched this one in a minute. This was also supposed to be an interlude, but I don't want to. Now that I have the Flower Bomb interlude, I don't want to have two. Okay, this one was supposed to be like the kind of it's so blue. It's supposed to be kind of like the darker song of the album. It's only a minute long or a minute 30. Yeah. Yeah, I told you I did I mean this is not going to be the name of the song, but the project files like Springtime has a lot of like, you know, flute, so it's kind of spring. This one's going to be really dark and moody, so kind of winter. But that's just the project file names, don't worry about it. I think I wanted to have Mahaji on this one, but I sent him a different one now, so I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should keep it in that. It's one of those things where I made this when I was still kind of doing a different style, and now I'm like not really sure. Love hearing the tape stop effects. Yeah, let me play it again. Yeah, I really like that one. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to this one. I'll come back to this one. I guess I would like to finish. This is not part of the album anymore, but it like was supposed to be. Let me see if I still even have the project file stuff. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm missing a bunch of the. I'm. Oh, okay. I have some of them. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing like some of the most important parts. Great. Uh. All right, no, ignore this. I think that's of all the songs that I wanted to be on the album, but I'm like looking back on them. I think the track list that I have now is great. I don't want to add anything else for now. I guess that's all I had to work on today. I might end the stream right here then. Let's see if I have anything. What's up, man? Sorry, kind of came towards the end of the stream here. But as I'm like working on stuff, I'll definitely stream more. I did have something for the beat battle. Let me see if I. Man, oh yeah, man, it's been a minute. How have you been? Uh, might have to come back to that beat battle song then. That was a while ago. That must have been like 2022, 2021. Yeah, I've been streaming a lot more. Just working on album stuff. I think I just took a maybe like a month off, but yeah, we were doing every Monday. I think now it might be a little different, just some schedule changes, but yeah, just hang out with us in the Discord sometime, you know. All right, I think I am gonna end it right here though. I kind of worked on the things I wanted to work on stream. Everything else I kind of need to do behind the scenes a bit, but yeah, next time, man, like definitely come hang out. Let's play some games, etc. But anyways, thanks guys. I'll see y'all next time.